everyone, I believe, is off for the festive holidays. And if you're not, then I don't know. But I'll wait and see who joins for a little bit. And I know, because I did it the other day, when I came on pretty late UK time, I had quite a few people from America and overseas managed to catch my live. So if you're here and you're seeing this, good evening or good morning or good afternoon maybe. But yeah, I thought I'd jump on to extend the festive greetings to you all, for all those that are celebrating Christmas. And yeah, just to kind of express how my preparation has gone, as I'll be going to my mum's and I'll have some other family members coming over as well. And although I'm not going there for the food, I have brought my own food. I've prepared my food. I'm going to my partner's now, so I've already prepared my food just to take along with me, and it's nothing new, should I say. Although I was gonna make some raw vegan stuffing balls, but I just really couldn't be bothered to go to the shop again because I'd already been this morning. So yeah, I have 2 bunches of spinach, I have an avocado, I have some cucumbers, I have some sweet peppers, I've got some spring onion, I've got a big, funny enough, a Santa Claus melon, which I've been having this year anyway, but I only found out what it was called maybe a couple of months ago. So yeah, I've got that, and then I know that my mom's got some dates for me, so yeah, that'll be all I'll be eating tomorrow. And of course I brought my juices as well. So yeah, that's that. But yeah, I guess also I would like to just mention that what do I want to mention? Why does it slip my mind? Yeah, if you're someone that's trying to transition, and I guess maybe you may feel like the festive occasions and like birthday celebrations or any sort of festivities is a time where you may feel like you can't resist the temptation of eating particular foods. And just from my own experience, of course, like growing up, I've had these occasions, and everyone will get together, we would all eat the same foods, and I can see how having those memories can make you feel some sort of isolation. Although I don't feel isolated now, but I think there was probably a time where I did feel isolated, in a sense of I'm eating what I'm eating, and there may be some sort of a temptation there with some of the foods, and some certain foods might have certain memories holding on to them. You might have this thing that you always have at this occasion, but you are the creator of your script, and you are the creator of your reality. And if you feel like you would like to have these foods for this occasion, then of course, like, do whatever makes you feel happy within that moment, of course. But I just want to say that you are able to get to a point where you can sit around people, you can sit around the foods that you've previously had a real big love for, and you've built up a tolerance over the years, not a tolerance necessarily, but you've built up a relationship with certain foods. And the whole thing of like drinking as well, you might be a drinker, so you might be drinking with all the foods and stuff, and you feel like if you don't do these things, then maybe you don't feel relatable, or you don't feel like you have the same connection or you know, you feel like some sort of an outcast. But you know, you can still have, you know, still attend these occasions and be around these people, and yes, you may trigger them in a sense of, you know, you're not eating a particular thing and they're eating a particular thing, and they might highlight like, hey, why don't you eat this thing, and you know, try and bring you in, and because that's the version that they remember of you. But you know, we're always creating and we're always changing. Like, life isn't about being stagnant, staying the same. Yes, there might be times and seasons where, you know, you may feel like there's not so much growth or not so much things changing within yourself, but just remember, like, you are a work in progress, you are a student, you're forever a student. And the moment you feel like you've mastered a thing, and you're literally putting a cap on your growth and your potential. So yeah, I just want to say, you know, if you do intend on eating and gorging out, you know, do what you feel you need to do, because I've definitely been there. Even, you know, when I had the idea of transitioning, not even necessarily to raw, but just like plant-based, and be more mindful about what I'm eating, because you know, today's today, tomorrow's tomorrow, and yes, you might do a thing in the moment, but just bear in mind, how's that thing gonna make you feel, how's that thing gonna, you know, yeah, affect your body. You know, for me, over time, my body's become a lot more sensitive to things that, you know, my body just isn't able to digest well anymore. So although my body is extremely strong, it's also extremely sensitive. So if I eat something or drink something that's out of line with my biology, my makeup, you know, my body will tell me straight away, literally tell me straight away. So yeah, you do become a lot more sensitive. You know, through the detoxing and the cleansing, you are able to change your palate. Like, now I don't add any seasonings or salt or, you know, any sort of thing like that. The only time that I have added seasonings or had salt in certain things was when I ferment my foods, and that gives me enough flavor in it within itself. But now I've just really enjoying the taste of foods in its natural state, and I didn't believe, or I guess I wasn't really thinking, if I could ever get to this particular point of not feeling like I have to add salt to everything, or add in, you know, sauces, or making things, and literally my plate will just be literally breaking off or cutting whatever I need to cut, and rinsing off and just consuming without adding anything. And I enjoy it so much, and I think for me this has just been a beautiful transition and a beautiful journey, and I just enjoy yeah, living this lifestyle, which is forever changing, because I'm learning so much, and I'm able to share it with whoever, you know, sees the message. So yeah, you know, I'm also mindful, and I've also many years ago was in the situation of, you know, you get to the new year, it's like new year, new me. But although I wasn't saying it, I would always have some sort of an idea of what I would like to do. And you know, over the years I've always realized that actually you have to start you have to start before, because you might feel like, oh, you know, you've got to work your way into things, and obviously it depends on what the thing is. But you know, for me, I would say that I'm always changing, not in the sense of I'm always like, oh, I'm gonna do this thing now, I'm gonna do this thing, but things just come to me, and I'm always, yeah, adapting and, yeah, moving forward. So I don't, for many years now, I don't do the whole new year, new me. I'm just always a work in progress. So, you know, today or tomorrow I might, you know, figure out a thing, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try this out. And you know, life is about trial and error, seeing what works for you, not just taking on board what someone said, what someone's regurgitated, what someone, you know, or people's experiences, because everyone does a thing for a particular reason. So you might have someone that's doing a thing because, you know, their health may be compromised, and then that's what made them transition, and that's where they've seen their biggest growth. you know, but you've got to work it out for yourself. You've got to be clear with yourself. You've got to have an inner standing of yourself and yourselves, because that is the makeup of who we are. What else? But yeah, so tomorrow I also made 6 liters of pineapple and cayenne pepper juice, because I'm all about bringing life. You know, wherever I go, I will bring life. You know, I don't want to contribute towards the degradation, or you know, I don't want to be bringing things that are going to go against people. So I will always, you know, give gifts like handmade stuff. So yeah, and I think that's just been a part of my transition. And I think because I honor myself and my cells, and that's all I want to do. I want to be able to give and uplift, and yeah, I want to be able to be of good service to people. So that's my offering for tomorrow. But what I will do is tomorrow I will have 2 meals tomorrow, because I've been having 1 meal a day. So tomorrow I will have the melon, because I haven't eaten any fruit since I did my 46 days on juicing. Haven't actually eaten any fruit. I've only eaten my salads. So yeah, arguably you could say peppers. Obviously peppers are fruits. Anything that bears seeds are the fruits. But when we're talking like sweet fruits, well, I guess sweet peppers are very sweet, and they seem to be even sweeter now that I've kind of, you know, reset my palate. But if you know what I mean, like in terms of like a bowl of like grapes and, you know, mangoes and all that sort of stuff, I've just been drinking juices, and which has been primarily pineapple juices. So yeah, tomorrow I will of course take some content, share what's on the menu, and yeah, I guess for me now, I just kind of really look forward to seeing people. You know, when I see people, I'm only seeing them for them, and I'm not going there for the consumption of eating or drinking necessarily. Because I think I've mentioned it on a previous video that I'm not even able to, well, I haven't been able to drink coffee for the longest time anyway, and coffee is not something I drink often at all anyway. But yeah, I haven't been able to drink coffee. I can't drink tea because it's got the caffeine in, which is just like messing me up. So I'm not drinking that either. The only thing I can really drink is like a cacao or a chai if I make it myself. Yeah, I don't have sugar anymore. When I say sugar, I mean like, you know, granulated sugars. I don't have sugar like that, because yeah, my body just like starts to overheat. It like really messes up my nervous system, and it's so crazy, right? You can have a thing for like the longest time and not really feel the symptoms of the thing, but when you clear yourself out, like these things just come out of nowhere, and it's like, hold on a second. And I believe, and I kind of have a knowing that many people might transition back, revert back to a particular lifestyle of eating or drinking or whatever, because they think that the thing that's they've consumed is making them react that way, although it is, because, you know, when you're having fresh fruit or vegetables or whatever, it will bring about a detox, like a cleansing reaction. So yeah, I can see that, I can see why. But when you really truly have an understanding and go through the experiences, then you'll truly see that, yeah, like that's why. And yeah, and another message for anyone that's transitioning from cooked vegan, cooked plant-based, yeah, like I really did anticipate that I would continue eating cooked foods, and just naturally without even trying, my body was like, hey, we like raw foods, like we really like raw foods. And I've just embraced it. I've allowed the change to happen, and here we are. Yeah, because that is definitely one thing I would say I was definitely kind of against at the beginning. I was like, I'm not gonna go raw because I like cooked food too much, until yeah, when your cells start saying hey, and they start really reaping the benefits of eating sun cooked foods, but yeah, eating raw foods in its raw form. Yeah, there's no real going back, to be honest. And I think because I've done another big cleanse, it's very clear for me to see, and you know, everything is so much clearer when you're cleaner. So that's my message. And yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful day tomorrow, however you decide to spend it. For those that don't celebrate Christmas, I hope you have a wonderful day regardless. And yeah, I will catch you all in the next video. And sorry, I know there's a message. Thank you, Sam. I hope you do too. I hope you have a wonderful day tomorrow. And yeah, I will catch you all on the next one. So yeah, peace out all.